Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Imagine my surprise. When I get done with my dinner, I'm waiting on the NBA draft to start. The Nuggets aren't doing anything. And I look over to my right because I get a Twitter notification. And it is of Charlie Intel talking about how Black Ops 7 just got accidentally revealed. They've posted Black Ops 7 official images now of gameplay for messages of the day that were intended for an internal developer playtest. They have accidentally put them out live on Xbox. Some of you may have already seen them actually. If you booted up the game in the last hour or so, you might have noticed your message of the day was entirely Black Ops 7 themed and nothing about Black Ops 6. I tried to look at my Battle.net version of the game, booted it up. It was still Black Ops 6, all fine and dandy. So seemed to be platform specific, but we now have official looks at Black Ops 7 that we can detail here, which is kind of crazy. So there's actually several images that were showcased here. So first up, breaking Black Ops 7 images shown from Xbox. We get this first one here, which shows off a couple of things. For one, we get this like weird robot looking drone, very much so Wall-E-esque, you know, with the CIP day one, ready to get your first taste of Parallax. Here's today's schedule: 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. core mosh pit, which is going to be Overload, TDM, Domination, Hardpoint, then also Overload again. Skirmish 20 versus 20. So there's various different other Black Ops 6 multiplayer leaks that we'll be covering in the next few days at some point. Nothing too urgent, sort of just like adding credibility to leaks that we've talked about. But 20 versus 20 would be a new gameplay detail that we hadn't heard up until this point. We've heard talks of ground war, fire team, things of that nature. This would essentially confirm that. You also can get a look at several other things going on in gameplay besides the robot here. There is seemingly an exosuit on this character in the background in the right. That guy's clearly dolphin diving sideways, so even more confirmation that omni movement is going to be here. And then you got this guy over here. Doesn't seem to have a full-on exosuit on him, but more so just like a base military sort of operator there. And then you have this other new image here, one of the new ones that have been revealed. Like I said, there's actually several, surprisingly enough, with the new mode Overload. 2 teams of 6 players each fight to control a neutral EMP device that must be delivered to the enemy HQ for score, reach the score limit, and claim victory by delivering multiple EMP devices. So again, really, the main thing here is just that we get 2 new operators and characters revealed here. So this one almost looks like the M870 or whatever it was, shotgun from BO2. Then we got maybe an SMG on the left here that looks kind of crazy. There's like this green almost tube in the center of it. I'm not too sure, but this base operator on the left, base operator on the right with like kind of a cool looking helmet here, cool little visor there. Nothing too flashy as far as these skins go. Definitely more Milsim-esque, if you will, for the time period at least. And again, looks to have some kind of suit wrapped around the back of him as well. It's kind of hard to tell because obviously we're getting the front on view here, but there is some kind of suit, some kind of back, equipment that this guy is wearing here in specific. Whether that's a thruster, a boost of some kind, we're not too sure. There's also just barely here in the bottom left, seemingly an RCXD type kill streak. Kind of hard to see because there's like a drop shadow or a fade on the image itself, but something worth noting as well. Charlie Intel does follow this up by saying an internal developer-only Black Ops 7 playtest was set to begin this weekend. They accidentally pushed the message of the day to everyone on Xbox on the Call of Duty app instead, which is absolutely insane that this has happened. There are, though, other additional images that were shown too. Obviously, by the way, pretty breaking news. You never know when COD stuff's going to surface, whether it's in the standard marketing hours or later at night, you know, in the middle of dinner time. But if you guys want to make sure you're always up to date with everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications. And if you guys enjoy the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. Charlie Intel's got the full tweet here saying an internal developer message of the day for BO7 accidentally went live on the Xbox Call of Duty app, showcasing some new details of the Overload mode in the 20 versus 20 game mode. Obviously, we get this image. We get our second one here. We also see this skirmish detail as well with the Cerberus logo, whatever this logo is here, right? Saying 2 teams of 20 fight to complete objectives across a large map, capture points of interest, destroy payloads, and transmit valuable data to score. Use your wingsuit to flank and reach objectives before your enemy. The first team to reach the score limit wins. So this seemingly is going to be a larger map-based mode if you're using a wingsuit to navigate around it, and that's actually an integral part of gameplay here. Obviously, only getting a description, it's kind of just left up to our imaginations to sort of theorize and think about what that gameplay could actually look and actually feel like, but you can sort of call back to Blackout with the wingsuits that we had there. Obviously, we know how those were controlled. I'd have to imagine they've enhanced things, made things maybe a little bit smoother over the course of time, right? But also having this as 20 versus 20 in and of itself would have to be on a larger play space, sort of feeds into that general leak there. Then also we get this image here of Parallax, which is like some skull looking logo, maybe coin of some kind. They say, welcome to the CIP. Thanks for participating in our closed internal playtest. Oh, fellas, what have we done? Jump in during the core hours each day, Friday to Sunday, to help us test out new maps and modes and leave feedbacks on the Slack channel. Like, that just basically, confirms here that this was not supposed to be public, and someone there pressed the wrong button. And that someone is probably getting sternly yelled at right now going, how did you manage to do this? Where we now have full-on first looks at Black Ops 7 multiplayer gameplay. Yes, it is still, just still images, so it's not anything that crazy, but it does give us interesting details here about some of what to expect in terms of the technology. Then even a couple of maps in the background here. This one has like a large domed area in the back. Then also this one is almost like in a town center. Like there's mud and grass growing in the street here, but there's clearly some older buildings here. Don't look too advanced for 2035, like still wooden based buildings here. So interesting looks. I mean, you can certainly dissect these to a certain extent. It is just really weird that, like, specifically on this one, you can clearly see there's an exosuit or a thruster or something on this character's back here, and yet the devs have directly confirmed there's no jetpacks, there's no wall running in this game. But the design of these characters would indicate otherwise. Maybe that's a reactionary change they made when there were those original leaks because of the game files saying there's jetpacks, there's wall running, there's all this advanced movement. Everyone is like, why? No, the boots on the ground, guys. Call of Duty at its core. Maybe they quickly reacted and they're going to shift away from that. And these images obviously haven't been fully updated. Obviously, only time is going to tell here. But one of these stranger leaks. I mean, I've been covering YouTube Call of Duty for 13 plus years now. There's been some weird leaks out there, some strange sources for intel when it comes to Call of Duty. They themselves have leaked a lot because of the COD HQ. It's usually through game files and not an official menu update from Call of Duty themselves because someone pushed the wrong button. So definitely one of the stranger scenarios, but nonetheless, here we are. We've now got a look at Black Ops 7. I'm curious if in the coming days, maybe even hours, who knows, we might get an official tweet from COD now saying, you guys saw nothing, or acting like nothing happened, right? But I'm curious now if they maybe play into this leak and talk about some Black Ops 7 stuff. Obviously, if they give us any more details or any other internal playtest stuff happens to become public, I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.